Cole's first time here in Vegas, correct?
Yes, first time.
17-year-old in Las Vegas getting ready for the NHL draft.
Yep.
What the hell is going through your mind today?
A lot of
pumped to be on the show,
yeah.
obviously.
Got some fun stuff to do, but mostly it's just kind of following my brothers around and letting them kind of have the fun. And I kind of just, wait for tomorrow. So.
How many family members do you have here this week? Because, we've been talking a lot about this and there's a lot of conversation right now about how the draft is going to be not centralized next year. The teams are going to be in different places. But one of the, I think, greatest parts of the draft is when you're just running into people, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
you bring a big conglomerate of family here,
Yep.
but it's just crazy spread out, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty crazy, especially when it's here and super, I think, well put together too here. And it's a lot of family and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So
Yeah, tell us about your brothers a little bit, because you guys kind of touch the entire spectrum of ages and careers and professions.
Yeah, I mean, I have 3 older brothers, all played college hockey, and now they one of them has 2 kids, and the other now they're just following, seeing what I'm doing, and that's kind of all they do. But then I got a twin brother, 14 years later, got twins. That's kind of tough one. But,
the double loop.
Exactly.
The double loop
on purpose
in the Eiserman family.
Exactly. But obviously I'll be going to BU and he'll be at UNH cheering against me. So that'd be pretty funny. So
we hear there are some UNH ties in the family.
Yeah.
Was it somewhat of a conflict when you chose BU?
No, he loved UNH and
older brother too, right?
Older brother. Yeah. He played at UNH, but he let me do it.
Johnny, let me let you in on a little Boston secret here.
Okay.
Most of the guys that go to UNH, they go there because BU didn't have room for them. No offense to your brother. That's usually how you end up at UNH if BU doesn't quite have the scholarship to come up with it. So I'm sure they were happy to see Cole. They'll be happy to see Cole at Agganis Arena. I know I'll be happy to see Cole at Agganis Arena. And what's hysterical to me is that, the relationship between you and Macklin Celebrini has been very well documented. You guys are best buds. And the day Macklin Celebrini commits to BU, I talking to the coaches, Joe Pereira, associate head coach, a guy I'm sure has called you at least 4,000 times in your life. I call him up and I'm like so excited to get Macklin Celebrini, and he has a bad attitude about it. He's like, now we got to get Cole Eiserman. Like, it was the first thing he said to me.
We're that close.
When Macklin commits, he's like, now we need the other guy. It's not done until we get both. Well, BU got both, but it doesn't look like you guguys are going to get to play together at BU.
Oh, I'm still on him. Still trying to get after him, but it'd be pretty fun if we did. That's kind of what I dreamt of, and hopefully we cross paths at some point. So,
have you guys been hanging out at all here? Or
I was with them all yesterday. My dad ran into his dad and his brother, and it was just a little reunion with them, and I was with them all yesterday. And it was kind of
just trying to stay cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, exactly.
But which hotel here is your family staying in? Caesar's Palace or what?
It's by the Venetian. Yeah.
60 plus family members. You
said,
right?
Any travel issues coming down?
No. Like I thought we had a lot yesterday. We got way more people coming tonight. So should be a fun time.
I remember last year there were a lot of stories of the first round picks, like family members couldn't get on a flight to Nashville. They were vanning down from Jersey and stuff.
Yeah, we actually had no problem, so it's good.
That's good. Nice.
So what's this been like for you? And starting with the combine, what's this whole process been like for you? Because I feel like every guy has a little bit of a different path.
Yeah.
Some guys have more meetings than others. I think you're a big topic here. And I think, I don't think anybody would be surprised to hear your name in the top 5. I think, people have said for your name around 9 or 10. So, there's a little bit of wiggle room, but what's the experience been like meeting with all these teams? Have you met with the guys who are drafting in the first 5 picks? Do you have any expectations on that type of stuff?
I've met with a good kind of, a lot of teams and a lot of different needs that they have. And it's kind of just showing my personality a little bit, kind of showing what they don't see, with the cage on. And that's kind of like what I've enjoyed the most is kind of, just making them see who I am. And hopefully that helps me. And I think that does. But it's been a blast. This is what I dreamt of. And so I can't really complain. So.
What's been the weirdest question you've gotten from the team this week? Because
I'll top it.
Things are, well, you could just ignore him when he gets to that point, but I do it all the time. Don't worry. I try to tune him out as best as I can every morning on the show.
Not very good at it, though.
I mean, I've heard I think I saw some stories coming out of the combine that they were asking to see you guys Snapchat scores or something like that.
Oh, I saw that
Anything
too.
weird? You
Oh
get
yeah,
asked anything?
that was that one and like an Uber rating. I've never Ubered in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I don't Uber.
No, what do you do?
Lyft?
My brother's Uber for me.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Yeah, so
All
I
right.
didn't have a
So
rating,
it's,
and I was like, I don't know.
So you do not have
That's
an Uber
crazy.
rating.
Yeah.
I do not. No.
Do you have an account?
Yeah, I have an account.
Okay,
but I've
so
never used it.
All right. Wow. But that'll change going to
Yeah.
school in Boston.
Oh,
unless
yeah. Or I
you're
can get a
bringing-
scooter.
unless
I might get
you're bringing them to chauffeur you around, maybe.
maybe.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
I like it.
They'd actually do that. So
Kind of sticking with the weird theme though. Is it weird having people? No, I'm not even asking a weird one. Well, shut up. Is it weird having people talk about you a lot? Like, because listen, I never went through the draft process, so I don't know what it's like to turn on my TV and hear my name being talked about. But like, you turn on TSN, like Bob McKenzie's talking about you, all these people talking about you. Like, that's got to be a little bit of a weird
Everyone's talking about you today because of your performance last night at the bar. So people are talking about you.
I didn't talk to one girl. Zero.
And he's
I'm locked
bragging,
in.
and he's bragging about
I had a show today, man. I was locked in. I'm for you.
Locked in. Yeah, I don't know.
What are you doing?
You gotta do that.
working.
How many martinis you have last night?
Don't worry about it.
Answer the
buddy.
question, Cole. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Weird people
Oh,
talking about you.
no, I think it's pretty cool. Obviously, I was at the weirdest one. I think was I was watching the men's worlds, and they talked about the record with Caulfield, and I was like just watching with my brother, and like they said my name, and I was like,
Oh shit.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely kind of weird at first, but super enjoyable, and I can't complain.
When you got the goal scoring record, and I mean, you look at the names on that list: Austin Matthews, you got Kaner. I mean, there's like pretty elite company with that group, and then obviously there's some of the newer, younger guys, Hughes and whatnot. But you see your name on that list with those guys. I mean, that's got to be a pretty good feeling. I mean, that's not just hockey players; that's hockey royalty in this country, in this league, in this world, really.
Yeah, no, it's super cool, and when I went to the pro, I never thought that would happen, and but I think my parents and my brothers enjoy it a lot more than I do, and probably see it better than I do. So, but it's super cool, and I'm super humbled to have it and see my name there. So,
I want to challenge you a bit here.
Okay, that's fine.
I tried to rephrase that in my brain. So I know now you said it. People talk about you. You heard it. Is there any misconceptions about Cole Eiserman? And if so, what would that be?
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, you hear the questions about my game, and people always have opinions, and it's something I can't control. But I kind of just like to, just listen to my coaches, listen to my teammates, see what they want, and obviously, I think I'm a little better defensively than I probably get. Given
I'm
the
hearing this one-dimensional talk, man.
Given the credit for, but hey, I'm a shooter, and that's what I enjoy to do. But I'm definitely still trying to get better at everything. But I definitely I think I could block a few more shots.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I'm giving for, so
Add the stats a little bit.
yeah, exactly.
Well, at BU, the pause.
I need to
you
get the
don't want
pause.
to have a helmet that has no pause on it. So at BU, if you ever watch a BU hockey game, you'll notice the players have the little white stickers on their helmets, and you get that for great defensive play or a block shot, like a big block shot. And so you don't want to be the guy that at semester has like one paw on his helmet.
No, right? I'm gonna have pause.
You're going to the pause. All right,
Vic, let's pull up a picture of Colby's helmet if we can find one on Google. And
I always had a D. My paws were not from great defensive plays, but I would at 6'4", I would luck my
hit you.
luck my way into blocking shots when I would be doing the flamingo.
Does off the stick count too, or not?
It depends how good the stick was. That could be a great defensive play, right?
True.
And it's funny because most of the times, guys, they would put some video behind that back in the day. Jack Barker was a little old school. I don't think Pando and Joe do this now, and like if a guy had a bad flamingo, like it would be on the film. And the guys that would be sitting in the film room.
I've never been a flamingo.
Just howling,
completely
laughing at
it.
Never. No,
I'm just counting.
it's like this, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen,
I do like eating shots.
A smart player sees the shot coming in, and then they leave the zone because they know that next pass could be a breakaway pass, right? So.
Probably shouldn't say that, but
I said a smart player.
Yeah, smart player.
Yeah.
Hockey IQ over here. Thinking it.
Is that something though that has come up with teams? Like, have they asked you point blank about that kind of thing? I mean, which again, I think you guys always had the puck. When I watch your U18 team, you guys look like the Harlem Globetrotters at times. Your power play, your 5-on-5, your line. I mean, you guys had a couple of lines deep that could really possess the puck. So what do they want you to do? Say, here's the puck to the other team so you can go defend more?
no, the puck's definitely gold of the program, and we try to have it as much as possible, and just something I got to continue to show. And just what matters is if you can do it in the NHL, and so that's what
I think if you score 40 in the NHL, which
you said that yesterday,
I don't see why you won't, because I don't think anybody's going to say anything other than, did you see his 40 goals last year? I think that's probably going to trump all.
Yeah, we're setting some pretty good expectations.
Yeah, 40 goals.
So fine. It's fine.
When you come on as a rookie in the NHL and you got 2 goals in your first 4 games, we're going to hype you up a little bit. We're going to need the commitment that you're going to come back on the show.
Okay.
He's a BU guy. He'll come back on the
BU
show.
guy.
He's in the family now, so he'll come on.
That's a verbal commitment right there.
And I'll have a lot of pause that you'll be able to look back on. So
exactly. Yeah, we get to the bean pot this year.
Yeah,
we'll comment on it. All the pause on your helmet.
Yep. But also, talking about the program, being here. Not sure if you've met any current players in the NHL, but I always love asking the starstruck question. Anyone that you've kind of encountered that you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I just met him and he knows who I am.
I met Jack Eichel the other week, and he was like, my brother played with him at the program, and I was like, hey, cool. He's like, I know. I was like, it was super cool. I loved watching him grow up. Still love watching him, and probably my favorite player to watch. He's so good. He's so good with everything he does. And the way he was kind of talking to me, he was like talking to me more of friend,
buddy to buddy,
buddy, and that was super cool. And it's Jack Eichel, so
And honestly, I'll tell you this about Jack, and he only went to BU for 1 year. Man, he loves BU. I was actually shocked. So I met him really briefly, around BU when he was there and when he first came out. And then a couple of years ago, my wife and I were in Hawaii, and we ran into him and his girlfriend, and it was a nice trip. We'd actually run into Mike Ruzioni an hour earlier, and
he's awesome.
I'm like, Rizzo, what are you doing here in Hawaii? He's standing by the pool just holding court, and everybody always floods to Rizzo. I mean, the minute people realize who he is, and you'll get to see him all the time at BU. He's always around.
I saw him the other week.
So, Jack literally couldn't have been. It was like we had known each other forever, and the bonding point there was BU. And I was like, wow, I'm surprised. A guy who went there for only 1 year, could have gone there with 1 foot out the door, because we all knew who and what he was and how good he was. But it really matters to him. And I've appreciated that about him. And he's really supportive as an alum. And there will things that you will benefit from while you're there that he does behind the scenes, financially or otherwise. And it's really cool and important to Eichel. So I'm happy that you guys have made that connection. And I bet you he'll stay in touch with you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a house. He just built a house 10 minutes down the street from me. So that's pretty cool.
In the burbs or out on the Cape or what?
Sorry?
Is he out in the Cape?
No, he's in Seabrook.
Okay.
New Hampshire. So up by North Shore guy. So
So you'll probably get an opportunity to spend some time with him on the ice, right?
I might go up, see him at the gym, and he has a gym in his house. So I use him to that one.
And he works, I think, with Kim Brandeville too.
Yep. So Kim's great too. I mean, there's a bunch of guys there right now, and so he's unbelievable.
A lot of the pro guys hang out at BU though in the summer, right?
Yep.
And train there.
There's a lot of guys.
Charlie, was McAvoy sick?
Yeah, there's a good group of guys: Grizzly, McAvoy, all those guys. Do you have any plans this summer to go in and take any classes and start training there? Or
once development camp's done, I'll be living there on campus and taking classes. So
you're going soon?
Yeah, right away the whole team.
Which is a blast, by the way. Summer semester in college. I don't know if you ever did that.
It wasn't very fun at UMass.
Oh, so ours. I mean, you get to be in Boston. You start to get comfortable with everyone. You start meeting guys, and then you take classes. So it lightens your load during the first season. So, come Beanpot Monday, you're not worried about a test. You're just okay, I can focus on the Beanpot, right? Because you got those classes out of the way early. And it's fun. I mean, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're with the guys, no complaints. So
what have your conversations been like with Jay Pandolfo? We're actually going to have him on and talk to him a little bit tomorrow. But what has that been like? Because look, Jay is a guy who won a Stanley Cup, played in the NHL, coached in the NHL, probably has NHL teams calling him for jobs. He's a very well-respected guy, former captain at BU and otherwise. So, how much did he factor into your decision to going there, and what has your relationship been like with him since, you've committed?
Yeah, he's been great. Trying to, obviously I've seen him a few times around the rink, and it's just kind of building a good connection with him. And it's trying to, once the year starts, finding that balance of letting me play my game, but also, playing that pro style that he can kind of bring to me. And I'm super excited to kind of, be with him just because everyone loves him, and he's a really good guy and a really good coach. So
I want to just shout out our chat quick. We haven't been able to check our live
I haven't
YouTube
even
chat.
been looking.
I know
yeah.
Vic just texted me though. We have a question in the chat from one of
Yes.
our listeners, which we usually we'll read them as we're talking and we'll answer their questions.
what's up, fellas?
Yeah, we actually have a very loyal chat. So shout out chat. One of our listeners, I don't know who, Vic didn't tell me, but they want to ask you how many times you've used the free Chipotle from winning the World Jays.
Oh, you guys get free Chipotle for that?
Yeah.
Wait, which World Jays? I didn't play the World Jays this year.
Oh, someone in the chat asked that.
Maybe I signed with Chipotle.
Good stuff, Vic. Nice. Way to go.
Yeah.
Sorry, not me.
So you're a Chipotle partner.
I am a Chipotle partner.
You and Macklin? Is
Me
that
and Macklin, yeah.
I saw him posting that video.
I'm just going to use his card, not mine.
I saw that video the other day, and I can only imagine.
Maybe it was U18.
Because he's
U18.
Because he's kind of he's quiet, Macklin. I mean, obviously,
he's not quiet.
Okay, so you know him a little bit better, but I saw that little commercial thing that he posted, and I was kind of like, that had to be kind of uncomfortable to do this commercial.
I enjoyed it. That was enjoyable.
The commercial?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There you go. You're sticking up for your boy. I like that.
I think.
I
think he enjoyed it too. I mean, Chipotle,
who doesn't want?
So he has free Chipotle for life now.
No, I don't think it's that, but he might.
Is the post practice chipper still
it's
everything?
Pre-game chipper.
Pre-game chipper?
No, like the day before, not pre-game chipper, but day before it's definitely.
What did you guys do at BU night before a game, like on a Thursday night? Was there a team meal or just kind of everyone do their own thing?
We ate at T. Anthony's a lot, and that tradition has kind of died a little bit.
New
ownership. The old owners come in once a week and make sauce and make pizza. Last time I was in town doing a game for ESPN, I went in and they were there. But yeah, that used to be kind of our steak tips and rice. Thursday night, we'd go to T Anthony's. But we used to have our pregame meals there and everything, but now it's all catered. Everything is a lot different now, obviously, because nutrition is something people actually think about. We used to literally a slice of pizza with our pregame meal at T Anthony's the day before a game. So I think it's a little changed.
Yeah. So Cole, we're sitting here a year from now. What do you think is going to change the most about you after freshman year of college? Like whether it's music, food, taste, movies.
Probably a little more house music. I'm sure.
House music. Yeah.
Probably dial in a few more shows. And
you're not a big show guy.
Huh? Not a show guy. Not really a TV guy. Kind of
just Eichel highlights on YouTube.
Don't say that. Is that true? No. No, but probably just I don't know, being more of a normal person, I guess.
That's a good answer. Being more normal.
Yeah, exactly. So probably that, and maybe a little different music.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, there's different tastes there.
Yeah.
So.
Are you country in college locker rooms?
I mean, I love country. So
are you like what would you say you're most looking forward to? You grew up in the Boston area, right? Yep. So I assume you went to BU games when you were a kid. So have you kind of envision that moment that again is that first game and all? I know the schedule recently came out, so there's some big games early, right? Sure. North Dakota, I think on the schedule pretty early.
Go there.
You go out to the Ralph. That's I mean, anytime those two blue bloods put those sweaters on, I mean that's a battle.
Be really cool. I think just like wearing the because we played them this year.
Yeah, that's right. And you guys smoked them. Right,
we had a good game.
Yeah, 8-2 was I think the score. That we had a bad first month.
Okay, but then Dartmouth did the same thing to us the next night, so we can't talk too much about that weekend. And then, but I think just putting that jersey on for the first time in the rink would be probably like the coolest thing.
What number are you gonna wear at BU? Do you know? 34. Okay.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a forward that wore 34?
First one ever.
First one.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Gonna be the last or what?
Big Poppy.
Big Poppy. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Maybe first and last. Yeah. You never know. By the end of it, 34 could be in the rafter.
Is that why you were 34?
Bring us another championship to Com Ave, and they'll make sure you have a spot there. I completely flamed out as a pro, but because of what we did in 2009, I go back to BU and I sure get treated well.
That's true. Yeah, well, definitely.
I've seen it happen. He's hugging everybody. I've never seen this guy hug a single person in my life. And then at BU, all of a sudden, he's the nicest guy and the happiest guy.
That's home, buddy. That's my home for me. And you're lucky I don't pretend like I don't know you when I'm back at Aganis.
My goal is actually to try to get a picture of Colby just smiling and looking happy. That's kind of
only when I'm with my kid.
My goal in life.
Only when I'm with my kid.
This kid, we just get him with that.
Yeah.
He just annoys me every morning, and I swear it's his goal to annoy me.
Yeah,
so he wonders why I bark at him so much.
Well, that's why I'm in the middle of you guys right now.
Yeah, right. Exactly. They can't have us next to each other.
I feel like he's feeling it.
Out of arm's reach.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. So tomorrow, obviously, the big day.
Yep.
what are you gonna do tonight to wind down? Any plans with the family, or I know you just said you don't watch shows, so how are you gonna fall asleep tonight knowing that tomorrow's your draft day?
Just kind of enjoying today.
Yeah.
Probably, I think just kind of not thinking about tomorrow as much, and enjoying my family here. And we got a pretty big room, and I'm sure they're going to be a lot of people in the room, and just kind of talk with my brothers, talk about just anything, stories from back in the day, and my dad, just kind of having him laugh, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then once the time hits where I'm about to go to bed, I'll just shut them down and get ready for that when that alarm hits. So
which parent is the driving force for you? I feel like it's either mom or there's usually one.
It's my first.
It's my mom.
Yeah. She's the driver.
She's the if there's like a nuke driver, she'd be the driver of it. And 5 boys, and she can control all of us, and she's kind of the heart of the family. And
she getting the first hug tomorrow?
She's gonna get the first hug. Yeah.
You guys have already planned. You've talked about this.
She said that she's getting the first hug.
So. She made that.
And you don't go against mom.
No, you get drafted in the NHL, you get grounded. right after, imagine that. But is there
just my dad because I hug him?
Yeah. Is there like a rehearsal or anything, like red carpet?
There's something. I don't think there's any like rehearsal.
You guys, you're entering the sphere. I don't even know how you get in there.
Like, there's a door somewhere, Johnny.
No, but I know last year in Nashville there was a whole red carpet, a bus.
You can call him an idiot.
Yeah, you can
too. I do it. No,
first time. I'm not gonna.
I won't take
next time he comes on the show. He's gonna call you an idiot. Okay, fine.
He's gonna text after your fucking co-host.
Yeah. You got a special custom suit you got done up for the draft?
I do got something nice for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Some special things on the inside, not too much crazy, but means a lot to me.
Pictures, memories,
just
teammates.
4 logos of something.
Okay, but you don't want to tell us a surprise tomorrow?
It's definitely gonna be
you want to shout out your guy who made the suit or
State and Liberty was great.
Oh, the best.
All right.
The best. I just want to touch them.
Liam Offey, those guys do a good job. Former Michigan hockey player. Yeah.
They're great. Went to Boston.
Nice.
They got me hooked up and fired up to wear it tomorrow.
Yeah, listen, hey, those guys do a good job, and they take care of hockey guys. They're started by hockey players. A lot of their investors.
I could work out in the suit too.
Yeah, so it's awesome stuff what they have. Yeah. So, well, look, buddy, I'm excited to watch you play at BU next year. Yeah. That's no secret. The people who watch our show know. I always talk about the fact that my daughter goes to bed at 7 p.m. and the next thing that comes on in our house is the BU games on Friday and Saturday nights. Awesome. And then, whenever I end up there doing the games, it's always fun. But I'm excited to see what the team looks like next year. I'm someone who follows it closely. I know a lot of the guys. Whenever I come up, it's a great time. So it's exciting to have you there. I remember the day we got that news that you were coming to Palm Ave, and the group alumni group texts were buzzing because of how excited it is. But good luck tomorrow, man.
Thank you.
Enjoy it. It can be stressful.
Yeah,
but it's out of your control at this point. And at the end of the day, like, again, when you score 40, your draft position, whether you go 5th or 8th, it doesn't matter as long as you score 40.
Yeah. As long as you score 40. Yeah, exactly. As long as you score 40. But you have my word. If I'm calling the UMass versus BU game next year at UMass, I do a lot of the color commentary for UMass. I will make note of it to say that Cole Eiserman had a great block shot on that last shift.
Thank you.
I will pump that on the broadcast.
I'll be limping off the ice too.
Next year, we'll be talking about his block shots, not his goals. I promise.
You want to see the red on the helmet? It's just pause.
Give me a white bucket.
Yeah, exactly.
But we appreciate your time today, seriously.
Thank you.
We know it's busy.
So
go enjoy it and
thank you.
Start watching some shows. All right.
I'll try. Be a little normal. Maybe shoot a little pucks.
What's up, hockey fans? If you enjoyed that video, then you need to be hitting the subscribe button right here at Daily Faceoff. Exclusive interviews and analysis from our hockey insider Frank Saravalli, fantasy updates from Brock Sagan, and a daily live show at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the fantastic content, so hit that subscribe button.